I don't know if that's the play he wanted. Hello, Ahmad. Oh, I was trying to facilitate that right into him, but I guess not. Oh, if I had any boost, that's a goal. Maybe? Oh, no, he got bumped. The Domingus? Yes, hello, crazy. Jamaican Coconut made a post about how he might switch off the Dominus, and it made me remember playing the Dominus as a main car. And I was like, oh, I remember when we still had some representation, so I'm like, you know what, I haven't played the Dominus in a bit. Taco, Cheapo. Hope you're doing okay. You play EAFC 26? I play FIFA 24, because I bought it on a massive discount. Unfortunately, EA seems to have an issue with a lot of their sports games where I think the difficulty, they always have like one difficulty that's like not proportional at all. Personally, in FIFA, like professional difficulty is still very easy. And then world-class difficulty basically just makes your players dumb instead of the AI better, if that makes sense. Like, I find that playing FIFA 24 and then the reviews seem to echo the same issues in FIFA 26 as well, where like, your players in world class will just stop checking into space and stop moving around like the formation to find open lanes. And so you'll just have these like situations where you're just kind of staring at your midfielders completely stand still in the midfield. And you're like, how am I supposed to pass when none of my midfield wants to move or none of my forwards make runs other than trying to go behind the defense? Like I've had games where like my tactical vision is like wing play and my wingers are not actually making checks to the sidelines. And I'm like, what are we doing? So that's been really bothering me. It's like half the difficulty of a world class is literally just like, hey, is the other team bad enough where your teammates barely even moving actually impact you or not? Got my permit today? Let's go, Preston on the road. Gonna be an absolute menace. What? That's a Dominus short hitbox type situation. Ah, I didn't mean to hit it that far. My bad. Luckily, he has a very easy aerial. Nice. Got a little more height on that. You need to play the bounce. You need to play the bounce. You need to play the bounce. Not like that, though. Nice teammate. Okay, look at him go. Hey, Somber. That coach Somber? Oh, not ground pinch. Cringe. I just had to beat that first guy. Something like that. Well, good first performance. Second place in tournament. OC is a good team. Apparently on land, they stepped it up. We do love CRL inconsistencies. I thought you were rotating cross, my bad. Fine. That guy had such a bad shot, I flipped 1 millimeter past the near post, and it was exactly on the midfield. Barca Madrid, I don't really care about Spanish soccer anymore. Honestly, I stopped caring about international soccer for a long time ago. I don't think I can name like a single player on either of those teams anymore. Oh, well. Cringe. Season 22 gonna be better? I mean, it's another season, dude. There's a flip reset indicator. I don't know how that's gonna impact literally anything, but it exists, or will exist. Do you think Cyril will ever get the viewership RLCS has? Not if Epic pretends it doesn't exist. I don't think it'll ever eclipse pro play. In the same way that college football, I don't think will ever approach true NFL viewership, but Difference is there's a whole ecosystem of media attention that. Oh. Okay. I think the issue is that Epic does not put a lot of budget into CRL, on top of the fact that it really does not advertise it. Like, it tweets when it's live, but that's about it. Like, even when we got, like, on Worlds, we would have, like, a segment where they talk about CRL signups. It would be no graphic, no video, no nothing. It was literally just Wave going, hey, CRL's coming back. And then they were like, so, like, yeah, did you hear Garrett is in college? They're like, yeah. I don't know what team he's on. And then they all kind of look at each other and go, so yeah, sign up for that, isn't that cool? And that's it. And I'm like, really? That's your advertisement? No graphic? No like segment where you actually bring on CRL people to talk about it? Like, it's just very painful that Epic clearly wants to continue collegiate, but they don't actually want to advertise it properly. And then when it gets lower viewership, it's like, oh, I wonder why. It's like, yeah, I do wonder why. Lemon Kiwi, thank you for the raid. 68. Wow, you chose the one unfunny number in that last range of 60s, but hello. How you doing? Almost funny number, exactly. How was your stream, Lemon? What were you playing? North speaking out of his mind? Yes, the entire series, I was kind of like jaw-dropped how much better they looked. How are your games? We just started, we're 1 for 1 on the Dominus, so that means we're going up 700 MR. Marvel Rivals type I'll rank you now. I'm nothing in Marvel Rivals. No, I don't know, we're pretty low. With my new job, I haven't been able to grind as much. I'm playing Rocket League like maybe once every 3 days, which is kind of painful. It's kind of like riding a bike, but not really. Ah, man, I wanted to avoid that demo, but didn't really know a proper angle on that. But yeah, congrats on Marvel Rivals, though, that's huge. It's about time Tier 1 started paying attention to you again and giving you, like, actual main desk responsibilities. And I was hoping that Marvel Rivals wouldn't F it up. I'm just so conditioned by esports to just give positions to, like, people who you're like, what? And for the most part, those Marvel Rivals talent selections, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, those are the people that should get it. As well as, you know, a couple homies getting their Tier 1 responsibility, especially shout out to the EMEA stream. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God, I thought I hit it just one more time to the wide. Marvel Rivals is worth the hype. I mean, it's a genius idea because it takes Overwatch, a game that historically Blizzard doesn't know how to manage, and then infuses an IP like Marvel into it, which means you have a massive catalog of characters with an instantly recognizable and latchable IP. The art style is a little interesting, too. It's like, you know, alternate stuff. That was an ugly flip reset, but I'll take it. All right. Spaceman is the GOAT. Spaceman is doing COD as well, yeah. Which they got Spaceman. I don't know if he does Marvel Rivals or if he auditioned for it. I think probably his lack of Overwatch background probably hurt a little bit. But what do I know? But yeah, he is doing COD again, which is cool. He applied, he really wanted it. Oh, well, that's kind of a shame. I do know some of those guys were doing a lot of background stuff. I don't know how much Spaceman was able to do, like, the resume padding stuff on the side. But again, and I'm not going to say this about Spaceman or anything else, but, like, what is the point of a talent agency if they can't advocate for you on those bigger stages, you know? That's kind of been my biggest thing. I've seen a lot of my friends sign to talent agencies, and it does dick all for them. And I'm like, what is the point of these people if not to give me those ops and those meetings and those interviews? Ooh, that's Dominus flick. Okay, well. Bump him. Don't demo me. Yo, lob it. Ooh. Ceiling. No! Dude, you know what? At least I get assists for that. Oh, man. Dude, that was such a clean setup. Look at that. Dude. I think the only context they aren't scams is for players in young games. Well, no. There's two things I'm talking about. I'm talking about talent agencies for esports, and then there's like player agencies. I think players do need agencies because I wouldn't trust a 14-year-old or 15-year-old to negotiate a pro-level contract. But at the same time, I'm always kind of like, weirded out by how many people in CSA are just like consistently out of work, and I'm like, you can't advocate for them on like any of these shows? Like, really? I thought you whiffed. Holy. Low-key scams. They're not scams for a lot of people. The biggest thing is that you have to be bringing in enough work that I can't get myself. Also, a lot of them try to cherry pick you as soon as you get tier 1 because they don't believe in you since then. I have a couple people from like talent agencies that follow me that are like the talent managers, and I see them like drop a follow and they'll occasionally like a tweet or something, and they won't do anything. They won't answer DMs, and they won't DM me or whatever. But the moment you do happen to say, hey, I got signed to blah, blah, they'll instantly be in your DMs and be like, so, what's going on? And I'm like, no. You're like, you knew I was talented. Otherwise, you wouldn't have followed me. Like, why don't just sign me in advance, and then we could do business? But no, you gotta wait until I'm making money, and then you wanna cut. Screw you, dude. I got this job without you. I don't need you now that I have it. Anyway, there are ads and shorts, but you can skip right away. Boo. You're not getting any more gigs unless you're at the top of their catalog. No, 100%. Like, and I will say, like, not to name names, but there is an agency that is very well known for saying, hey, we got you this gig, and can you do it? Do it right now. And then everyone's like, and then they're like, I mean, that's not really a gig that I would feel comfortable doing, or like, that's not really in my wheelhouse. And then you ask, like, can I turn it down? And they're like, yeah, oh, champ. Of course. And then they immediately turn and put you on a blacklist. And they're like, well, you're not going to work the stuff we get, then you're never getting a suggestion ever again. I know a handful of people who I've talked to at LANs who have described that exact situation of like, turn down a gig or something, and then they're like, okay, so you're never getting one again because you said no once. And it's like, yikes. So yeah, you might get some gigs, you might get a decently negotiated paycheck, but you have to say yes to absolutely everything. Also, I will say, if I ever joined a talent agency, I would not like to have a clause, unlike some of them, which mandate you can only take gigs that they get you. And I'm like, that's just not how esports work. I hate the idea that there could be a gig that comes in and says, hey, we'll pay you $300 a day for like a 2-hour gig. And it's like, yeah, pretty easy. Sure, let's do it. And they could say, nope, you don't get to take it. And I have to say no to that. And then you're netting less money overall. Like, your average might be higher, but your actual like number of gigs and income goes down. Many such cases. Anyway, hello, Kyle. Preston got his permit, in case you're wondering, the YouTube folk. So he can be a menace on the roads of Mississippi. Ooh, a reset. Oh my gosh, what a pass. Wait, oh my god, you suck. All right, teammate, I did it all, right? Ah, it's too late, sad. Or Mississippi, Louisiana adjacent. The Bayou folk. Meow. What do you want, kitty? What's life so sad about? She's in the other room whining. Did you just DC? Oh my gosh, dude. Yes, teammate, love that. You're lagging. Why are you playing from the 6th moon of Jupiter with 200 ping? Big sad. How many full screen got ghost after I said no once because I was traveling? They went under anyway, so whatever. Haha. Do you prefer YouTube Shorts or Instagram? I'm on Instagram. What? Oh, for you prefer. Oh, I don't really go on Instagram, so I guess YouTube Shorts. I played my Tuesday today. Nice. Do I know this one? Oh, is it that one? Well, there's multiple cases, GC, like I'm saying. Getting a snack, BRB, let's catch up soon. Well, if Lemon comes back in, I might have gotten a gig in Vegas. In fact, we both might be working that gig, question mark? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark? So maybe Lemon and I will chill then. Oh, I thought you were thinking of a particular one. There's multiple ones that I've talked to that have that exact situation happen. Ooh, such a heavy first touch, dude. Yeah, it's honestly, the esports recession cutting off the women's scene has been so devastating, dude. All right. Not the cleanest, but I waited for him to jump and then I tapped it once. It's that simple, chat. I need you to add photos to comments, that would be funny. I don't know. I feel like that'd just be inappropriate. Instagram comments can be a little weird because of that. Dago Heaki. Sorry, I think you came in earlier and I saw you and didn't respond. I got raided like right as you came in. Oh, look forward to Boost on the beach. That's this weekend. It is. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that so many teams had to cancel. We had a ridiculously strong lineup. It's still gonna be fun, but just a little bit upsetting that we couldn't guarantee the full lineup because our LCS conflicts. Oh, I was gonna go bump, and I'm like, okay, well, you're just not gonna get that. What's the elo? It is low, dude. It's like 1630, hence why I'm running circles around half these guys in Indominus. I'm just playing kind of brain dead, and it works, so. Uh-oh, don't like that. Also, how you doing, T? Have you been able to schedule any of your games yet? Champ now? Yep. Very much so. Picking up the Shaq playstyle? Yep, we're just going brain dead. There's nothing except a brain stem in this body. I will say my boost pickups are a lot cleaner for my pads. I have noticed that. Big. Oh. Nice little touch, I like it. Oh, I wanted to go for a skim, and I approached that really wrong. Luckily, teammate has a giveaway. Why are you in goal? I probably could have scored that, but I'm like, nah. I don't really trust that I'd get that flick. Oh. No, it's too far away. That was a little overambitious anyway. It's only a 2-goal game. So maybe not do that and give him a free air dribble. Luckily, Echo's not going to score that, question mark. Noise. Music's off, by the way. God dang it, dude. My cache must have refreshed. My bad. I'll get that turned on for YouTube. I think they have 3 matches on Sunday before our LCS. Oh my gosh. Well, good to know that we'll actually have something on the schedule for you guys, or the standings. Have you guys seen St. Clair play? Oh my god, they look unreal, dude. They dismantled on stream Sunday. Davenport gonna have to be next week. Sad. Remember hearing the projected lineup and that was gonna be Cinema, still gonna be good? Oh, I know. It was like, we literally lost like 5 or 6 CRL teams from the LAN. I'm so bummed. Hello, Louis E. All right. There you go. Monster Cat music is back on for YouTube. I don't know why it does that occasionally. Who did St. Clair play? They played Cumberland, and then they played... Oh, they played Concord first and swept them, and then they played Cumberland and then swept them. And at no point did it look like they were in danger of losing any of those games. Like they look so good. Vesh, honestly, I really thought Vesh would be like a very good player, but like, you're not Arju. And he stepped in and he was like the best player on their team. And I was like, oh, okay, Vesh casually insane. We interviewed him and he was literally just like, yeah, I took a year off from St. Clair because I had to deal with some personal life issues. And honestly, I was just grinding so much, I think I improved a lot. So here I am. And we're like, all right, hell yeah, let's go. W growth. EU playstyle. The gang is back together. Speed, how you doing? GG's against Indiana Tech. Honestly, Indiana Tech is the most we will get an upset about against pretty much everyone type of team in all of CRL. So wasn't shocked, but definitely a tough one. I spent a lot of time psychoanalyzing your guys' cams after that one. Relating Wave did not seem pleased. Oh. I wanted to bump him. I was being super BM. I wanted the clip. Anyway, Mr. Glazen's so hard, though. I love Mr. I missed CRL. What happened? St. Clair played Concord. They swept them. That was first on the day, I think, question mark. I don't actually remember the second game of the day. Second game. I don't know, it was them, the St. Clair got a 3-0 over Concord, then there's a 3-1, and I genuinely can't remember who played. Maryville lost 3-2 to Indiana Tech, and then St. Clair swept Cumberland. I was DMing with one of the Cumberland players, and they were like, yeah, we're pretty confident. I think we can take out St. Clair. We took him the distance a while back, and then they got swept afterwards. He DM'd, he was like, that was not the same team we played. Oh, my God. He's like, what happened? They're so good. I was like, oh, man. Okay. Little switcheroo. Yo, is this Fortnite? It is. Was talking so handsome, chat? Question science can't answer. What was your psychoanalysis then? Honestly, I thought it was a little Fisher-esque at one point, which is my term for way back when Fisher was Money, Kinsey, and Sosa for the World Championship, playing against Dr. Boomin, which is Psy, Fabso, and Jazzy. And going into that match, Fisher had beaten Northwood, and I think they were kind of like, well, that's the best team here. We're going to win. And then when they started playing Dr. Boomin, the Europeans, they started losing, and I think they started internally getting like 5 to 10% peeved, because they were like, it's kind of like when you're losing to a player in ranked that you think you know you're better than, where it's like half of it is like, I'm losing, but most of it is like, I can't believe I'm losing to this person that I think I'm better than. And I'm like, that was kind of me. I was wondering kind of what's going on here, because Indiana Tech was playing like demons. They were just chasing you down. They were looking very annoying. That's all I'll say. So I'm sure it was very frustrating to lose those games, because you weren't getting blown out by any means. It was just really unfortunate stuff. I think one of them was literally just like a very ordinary bounce at a weird angle in the corner, and then somehow Resh just dead angled that from like 5-degree angle. I think that was game 2. Game 3? Question mark? I think it was 3. What the heck? I bet else. I'm not being a supportive teammate. Is that in? It is. Okay. Nice. I can give it to you for free. 100% I was beat. Yeah, I figured that was kind of my take. I didn't want to say like, oh, he's so mad, he's so tilted. I was like, I bet you are upset, but like, I'm not really sure exactly like what the genesis of that was, or rather the reasoning was. Causal effect, etc. Anyway, but yeah, it was an interesting game to watch though. Indiana Tech is seriously good though when they get in rhythm. For me, it's mostly just their floor, because they'll like win a series like that, and then they'll play against like Bruton Parker on LAN and lose, and you're just like, what? Like a team that didn't even make it in, and you're just like going to game 6 and losing. Like, what's going on here, bud? Miss? Oh, I don't think Els saw the same angle I did. We were just playing 2 series now where team strategies parked in their goal and play for third man demo and counterattacks. Just boring, don't get me wrong, it's valid, but I still care way more about ours. It's just a waste of time. Fair enough. Very wide rotation by Vile. And see how Echo responded to that. Get off the wall. Ooh. Oh! I thought I flicked it right into him. What surgeries did he have? Taco with Chris Hemsworth. Guys, I do not have any plastic surgery. Actual slander in the chat. No, dude. I was afraid of that. Looks like Joey Bosa, but no one seems to agree. I think I just look like any white guy with brown hair, dude. Bluey and Velo were literally Thanos. Who's the favorite in CRL these days? Maryville and Winthrop coming into the season. St. Clair is definitely back, though. They're very good. St. Clair looks very good. I'm legit. There is a world in which St. Clair with the Europeans, Psy and Jazzy, might go back to back to back in this league if they play like they did this weekend. Like you actually like him? Nah. Dude, you're such a pansy. No balls. I do not remember this. You don't remember what? Park the bus and that. We love parking the bus, dude. Speed is very much the Mourinho meme of if I speak, I will be in trouble. Or is that Arteta? I always forget. I think Arteta is like, if I speak, I'll get a fine. And Mourinho is the original. If I speak, I'll be in trouble. Ooh, okay, nice. That's Mourinho? Okay, yeah, cool. Hey, crewers. If you leave this Hollywood stars, you didn't get surgery to steroids, I got bad news for you. Yeah, you gotta do it delicately like Anne Hathaway. Just like a little touch-up of Botox or something. And then she looks like a vampire in a good way. We were talking about Eris back in the day, and he was on St. Clair briefly, and we were talking about like what happened to that, and I realized like it's funny how fast the CRL world moves, because back when that happened, Eris was like legitimately a potential third. He was getting whispers of like trying out with NRG, and I was like, all right, that was a possibility at one point, that Eris potentially could have been on NRG. I think it eventually went to Frosty, which low-key at the time seemed like an insane pick, but I think has now proven to be like, yeah, it was good scouting. You know, Frosty was definitely a pro-level player. Depending on who you ask, though, he's been ruined by the allure of a mysterious woman. Eris was a menace to threes. Eris was always queuing with people at our rank, and he would just be like, he just didn't play threes, so he'd queue in and he'd just be quad resetting in a game like it's casual. Sathio into parking the bus these days. Classic Sathio. Oh my god, what a peek by Sandretto. Talk about Clark Kent potential. All right, guys, look away. All right. All right, look back. I'm his brother, Hef. Bonk. Oh. Need to get those glasses. Well, if you use code the Danger Taco at the Zenny shot. No, not really, but I would love to advertise for Zenny, considering they gave me these for free and they're great. My girlfriend at the time thought I looked the hottest in these, and I've since gotten confirmation from other people in my life that they also like me in these glasses. So, W glasses. Remember one time I was trying to enjoy rank 3's queuing with someone in Europe, and it was right before a major, and like 600 me queued into Fever. No, I love that when you're queuing. I remember doing that. I queued into the Chiefs. It was like Drippe and all them, and I'm like, oh. And back then I was like authentically like a 1730. Like it was a very low rank, and I was just like, oh my god, dude. We had to lock in. That was not fun. I think we went to overtime, but my teammates were twisted, so eventually we lost because Drippe hit something insane. Oh wow, speaking of insane, teammate Casual the hat trick at me with 96 points. Look away, chat. That's Photoshop. I said it last time you were here. Oh, well, there you go. You're one of them. Speed is playing Rocket League? Speed is consistently playing Rocket League. Or are you not iShow Speed? No, that is iShow Speed. Ran into Magic Bear and Casual 3s like 2 months ago and pissed because I was just trying to chill with the homies. Well, if you're ever pissed, Magic Bear and Jordan used to be in the Casual 3s league that I, my first ever casting gig. Magic Bear and Jordan were playing. Cleveland, he played for the Cleveland Cardinals, Jordan, and Magic Bear played for the Seattle Swarm. Shout out United Rogue. Wait, this is Jesse from Ball State. Ball State just got a new rank A player for one of their recruits. Ooh, I cannot see where that ball was. What? Did I bump him into that? I think I did. Teammate, can I help you? He went to the corner, didn't grab boost, and then stayed? Or did he? Well, hold on. He got... Oh no, he just took a long time. Never mind. I thought he went there already. My depth is F. Either way, that was not a good situation. One time I was watching a friend queue in rank 3s in like 2021. They queued the entire EXO Galaxy Racer roster. Damn, without a throwback. You mean GK coach EXO? Uh-oh. Kind of expect you to do something with that, teammate. Just responded to my DM. I'm trying to schedule CRL. There you go. I just DM'd him right there. I just told him to respond to your DMs. I got you. They call me the middleman, chat. Just play blind at that point? Hell yeah. Slow it down near side. They never see it coming. Bang. I actually just developed nausea realizing that camera settings cover the ball. Do they? Oh, in terms of camera height? What do you play on? Here, we'll play it to 120. Oh, I hate this! I immediately hate this. Do you guys remember the day? Was I hallucinating when there used to be like a setting where you could actively toggle the camera settings of a pro? Like there was like preset cameras built into Rocket League? Or is that a Bacchus thing that I'm like confabulating a memory about? It's Bacchus thing? Okay. Remember you could like get Fairy Peak stuff. That was Bacchus? Okay, yeah, I figured. I could have sworn it was built into the UI. That's why my brain was off. But I think, oh, you know what? No. Okay, it wasn't Bacchus, but there was also a UI. It was in Bacchus, but there was a Reddit mock-up that someone photoshopped into the game, and that's what I'm remembering. That's why I was like, no, it was in the game. I used 95 in that game special. Here, we'll use Speed's camera settings after this next goal. Oh, wow, I hit that so high. And yet... All right, okay. Oh, he's one of those guys, chat. 109. 260, 110, negative 3.6. All right. It's not too different, just a little higher than I'm used to. One stiffness? I don't understand people who want their camera to be completely static the whole time. Uh-oh. Oh. Went late. Oh, I didn't realize you were that far back. Go ahead, teammate. Should have left that for you, my bad, teammate. That was a very long setup. I didn't expect him to do much with that. Oof, that was highly unnecessary, my bad, teammate. Yellow. Jesse peeking? Never mind. Why do I wait? Why do I wait, chat? Literally watch him give it away, and I'm like, what if I watched it some more? Is that a freebie? It is! Oh! Calculated. Double tap. Keep Gengar trapped on what on earth are their ISS? Apparently he changed those later, but yeah, those are hilarious. Honestly, the funniest memory of mine is when Gengar first was on a show match, and Johnny, I think, was watching him. It was Johnny or Fear. I just remember they cut to his camera, and they just started bursting out laughing. They're like, what is this? They immediately just started losing it. It really is something that doesn't hit you as like, oh, that's unique. It's more like I actually, like my brain can barely even comprehend like what I'm looking at, which are the best type of settings to play well. I will say we don't get a lot of quirky, like the closest thing we get is like Zen getting like, you know, the based on how far you press R2 for air roll type of stuff. But we don't have stuff like Rizzo in terms of controls, you know. Rizzo's control scheme is still like the most AIDS thing I've ever heard. Flame 220 distance. What's 220 distance look like? Oh, that is very, oh my God, at this height, at this height, the bottom of my car is almost cropped out of the screen. $105 FOB. Honestly, I really miss the days of people like actually forgetting like FOB is a thing. Like in the very beginning, I remember I was playing on 90 FOB for a long time before someone was like, it doesn't have to be like this. I was like, that's a good point. It doesn't have to be like this. We're so pumped. Yes, sir. What? Hey, down. Oh, he was kind of going down line for a second. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll lead it. Oh wow, I got baited into the easiest fake of all time. What if I stop touching it? Ah, he stopped touching it, and then he taps one more time, like duh. Love when I steal the corner and don't actually get it. Doesn't matter, teammates do a bit better. Looks like it definitely has fuzzy dice hanging from the mirror, you'd be correct. The goat uses it, therefore I use it. Actually, both goats use it. Monkey Moon and K-Dop. Let's go to 110, you're not special. Yeah, I don't know really what this one extra one gives you other than just, like, you know. Feels like one of those like weird things where you edit in the config files, you know? Like at 109, it gives you the leg up. I think we forget how close K-Dop was to like being considered broadly the GOAT. Like just if he wins in Spain, I think that conversation's entirely different. Also, I just realized, is there like, could you make an all-time great Swedish player list? Because who is there? There's Turbo, and then I think a lot was Swedish. But other than that, is there a third good Swedish player? I was racking my brain the other day to think of this, and I could not remember one. Oof, what an easy double. No, that's what I thought. I was also racking my brain to consider who would be the second best player of all time to never win a LAN. First kill is number one, and I don't genuinely know if there's a second in terms of a player that at least is on the same pedigree of like great player. First kill was Dan Marinoing the shit out of RLCS right now. Cheerio and Zamberg, what? Oh my gosh! What an incredible whiff. That's what happens when you have 4 days off the game, chat. Might be the ugliest goal I've ever seen scored, but that's on me, I turned away. Oh, teammate had no boost, that's why. I was like, why are you not like actually challenging that? I thought he had at least like 20 or 30. I was like, what are we doing? Not bad. Finland's also kind of like that. You mean my goat Jazer? RLCS world champion? Hello, First Mango, what's going on? Uh-oh, teammates got 0 boost. Wait. Oh, it's gonna flick. I don't know about you guys, I lose people on the orange team on this map all the time. I don't know what it is about the color palette, but I just cannot see the orange off the top of my head. Or like off my initial read, like when I glance up, I just do not perceive them. Wait, Zensis? Wow, Zensis is a deep pull, I'm not gonna lie. He's a pretty active player, though, in RLCS, as I remember. Cheer better than data. Boost spawn timer, Jordan, BMW, M2 Racing, flipper set indicator, population number, MMR display, use standard boost sound. It's going to be added in the new season. Yes. Standard boost sound is kind of interesting. I personally like that because there are some boosts I genuinely like cannot hear. And when I'm playing the game, it is kind of frustrating to just get demoed, and on the replay, they're boosting the whole time, and I'm like, why can't I hear that? But I kind of like the idea of standardizing that. However, I think the standard is literally going to be like, it's going to sound like the standard boost. If you could make it sound like anything, I legitimately think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you could make every boost sound like alpha boost, I don't think people would actually care too much about that. Wait, you are CRL analyst? Yes. Cameron, how you doing? You know what I was thinking about the other day? I had to educate Wavy about Ralph 014. I'm not gonna lie, GC, off the top of my head, I do not remember Ralph. It does sound very familiar though. I don't know exactly what it is. I just want to tell Speed he is bad. Damn crazy, dude. Coming from 1 in 5 NECC league play record, Davenport Cam, whack. You don't remember Dudes Ralph? I do not. You guys remember iRicky? Player who was insanely good in ones and then just disappeared all of a sudden? You guys remember Mr. Professor or Dr. Mr. Professor Aaron either? Anthony A. Pizza! How we doing? Bro, are we actually 1 in 5? Damn, I think you guys are. Last I checked, I think you were 0 in 4 and then I think you won against Carthage. Oof. Cam, how do I challenge in twos? I haven't played this game in 4 days and I forgot. Uh-oh, this is 1600s. Cringe. Not sure why he didn't turn for that. My favorite CRL highlight is when I made a supercut of all the time I said, Tony Pizza in a cast. The first time you were playing in Summer Series, I think. I had a whole supercut of every single time I said that in the whole series, and it was great. You had a good series too, so I had like a good, it had the comedic element of any supercut where it wasn't just Tony Pizza, Tony Pizza, Tony Pizza, Tony Pizza! Like it was that. Like you had like a good like variety of stuff. Never mind, I figured out how to challenge. Let's go. Aren't you like 8 feet tall? He is. You've never seen that photo of me? I'm 6'2", and he towers over me, so he's at least like 7'9", last I checked. Oof. Wow, I like the part where I horribly mismanaged that. Home goal? Oh my god. Let's not give that up. Aye! I'm sorry, teammate. That rolled in a way that I did not perceive. How'd that bounce out? That was like a roller down. Like, I should have it? Yes? Oh! Was that lag? I don't even know. GC has been farming the Ludwig mentions. GC's the next Yak 6. Or Fear Buck, or whatever. Is that Aura? I would say so. On your left. Let's see if he actually cheats to the left. I don't know why, but a lot of people ask for like me to lose it back left, and then I do, and then they're in the middle of the field. I'm like, why? Oh, this is the worst engine sound. I don't know what Sluriz has. Also, I don't know how to feel about this guy's name. It's literally just Slur. Oh my god, we had the exact same idea. That's so cute. We should kiss. Ooh. Ran out of boost at the worst possible time. Not bad, teammate. Own goal? Not an own goal. Crazy. And frying as a reply guy. I do love being a reply guy. Ain't much, but it's honest work. Oh, kind of left it because I wanted to cut my angle. I wasn't sure if I had the way back there. I don't know about that. Bro, I had a tweet randomly about being discovered as a streamer by someone, and that got 170K likes. And I was like, what the heck? That was actually the one that surprised me the most. I was like, that's, I mean, the Rocket League tweet was never gonna go hyper viral, but I was like, damn, of all tweets though. Ah. Hey, Psycho. How you been? Stressed, dude. Been a busy life at work lately. But we've actually gotten a lot of LAN invites. I'm gonna have the most amount of LANs I've ever worked this year. I believe I'm already on pace to get 4, I think, by the end of the year. Or by mid-year, so pretty lit. It's called Momentum Chat. Oh. What? No stat pad. Cringe. Cringe! I don't like it. Yeah, I have been frying as a reply guy. I've been trying to take Twitter more seriously lately, mainly because I can't make content as frequently anymore. I'm pretty much like wall-to-wall booked lately. But I'm kind of at a point where I'm not giving up on the casting dream, but I don't really see the path forward unless I start getting my socials up, basically. So it's kind of in a stuck place where I feel like RLCS is basically, that door is perma-closed, because I do not have the past RLCS foreign streams experience like Bass. I'm not a very big creator like Fear. And obviously I'm not an ex-pro player, which frankly, if any of them want to go on, I'm not having a lot of faith that Blast is going to say no. So kind of just bide my time. Because if Blast wants to keep me in the CRL scene forever and I'm going to be the CRL guy until I die, then whatever. But either they got to start pouring some funding into it to get the prize pool back, give us some lands, or at least pay me something decent. Because I am definitely not getting anything close to what RLCS is making. Not saying I should necessarily at the same rate, but it'd be nice to get an actually defensible tier 1 rate rather than what we are currently getting, is all I'll say. And maybe what that looks like is just continue to work my real job and then just take the Fear route of getting some decent prize pool tournaments, getting together, getting the viewership together. And maybe, who knows, chat, just full selling and going into commentary show match mode. Especially if I can't really find the time to do outside content as frequently. No ceiling. That's valid. It happens like that. Oh, what the heck? I didn't see him turn for that. That's crazy. I hope you grab that boost and turn around. Nice. Huh? I just got actually owned? What was that? Did I hit that directly down into his hood as he popped up? Okay. I just got 100-0'd. That man is Fireburner. I'm convinced. Also, does Quissy still exist? I don't think I've seen her on my timeline in like millennia. Are her and Fireburner just married now? Is that what it is? They're just living alone in the Alps or something? The only one who still mentions Fireburner, bro, is the GOAT for a reason. People forget, I always thought it was the most underappreciated part of the Justin, this is Rocket League goal, is that Fireburner, the guy known for how good his 50-50s are, that play is only realistic because that bounce that hits off the corner and lobs up is made possible because of a perfect In this situation, a perfect touch by Fireburner off 50. Like, how insane is that? The guy known for one thing does that one thing at the exact angle that he needed to make that play happen. Which is a tragedy because he's only remembered for what happens 20 seconds later. Oh, how different the NA legacy could be if we won that. Got that. Nice. I nearly forgot I was in the Octane. I'm not going to lie. I tried to pop that up off the bounce and realized my car's short and it's not going to get the same bounce. Oh, wanted that pinch a lot harder. Ah. I was hoping to get a little bit of that so it wouldn't go directly down the middle. You got it? Noise. I always like to just keep him honest. Not sure if Danny was right down the middle. 50 in the ceiling? No. Or reset in the ceiling, rather. We're gonna fake that. It's over. Okay, I don't mind it. No one dives in. Crazy. Okay. Wait, dude, we can't both go up? That's fine. Okay. Click. Nice. Oh. Oh my god. Perfect pad. No! Teammate got so panicky on that one. I don't even know what's happening right there. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. W pass? Dude, this is just like he drew it up. Watch how stupid this play is. Bumps Sky, gets the 100. Doesn't get the 100, turns up field for some reason, and then the guy just happens to pass it right into him. That is elite playmaking, chat. I'm sorry. Shoot Thief might be him. Oh, he's saying take the shot. All right, let's fake. Unfortunately. Wow, that could not have worked out any worse. I mean, I don't legitimately know if I've lost since I've logged in, chat. Like, I don't know if you guys have been keeping score. I don't remember losing at any point. I think I might have lost once, so we should have been at a much better rank. I think we started like 16-20 to start the day, so. At least this feels like the fastest team we've played. Oh, wait, what was I doing? I did not have the boost to actually follow that play. That was funny. Nice pre-jump. I disagree. That's a goal. Yeah, I disagree on that one. I need to see this again. How did he 50 this? Oh, I thought teammate bumped him. That's why I went so hard. Hey, Alf, thank you for the raid. I'm sorry, teammate. You actually did exactly what I needed you to do in that moment. Ooh, W pass that. Wait, no way. No way, no way, no. Okay. I thought I caught that. Alpha squad here, your shit. I mean, you're not wrong. What? Bro played the 50 and just left? Interesting. Well, shouldn't have said we haven't lost today, because then that's the way we lose. I would call it a fake, but I think that guy just straight up missed his pinch. Whoop, whoop. Hello, Conro? Conru? Hagi, the last time you did a song request was the exact same song, I think. Do you want the remix? Full blast? All right, will do. I want to say you wanted the remix. I'm nothing if not consistent. True. Okay, he just wants to take it sideways. Interesting. Oh. I don't know why teammate thought that was going to go forward, but... Yeah, remix, I think. Okay. Oh. Okay. Adventurous touch. I don't know really how much boost he does have. No, it was wide open. Literally anywhere on target, and that was a goal, because dude effed up his approach so bad. There's no way, dude. Did I get 50 on top of my teammate because he was directly behind me? That's not how it works. Anyway, this is for you. This is for hockey. Full blasted, not humping. I hope everyone on Twitch is enjoying this getting absolutely blasted in your ears. This is... I forgot about the song. You're playing my friend? That's what everyone says. Bump the one guy in the way, dude, please. What? Thought we had it. All right, stay close, stay close. Uh-oh. Yeah, not great. I was afraid he was gonna fake there, so I was like, okay, we're gonna go low, but he actually just pushed it straight forward. I don't know if this makes me peak, I'm not gonna lie, Hagi. Loki, that exact situation right there is why I don't usually play the Dominus anymore. Just the occasional air dribble, I know, like in an Octane, I would have gotten a little touch on it. Can facilitate the occasional aerial play off of it. You're supposed to hit a quadra for this song? Oh, well, my bad. I didn't take advantage of that song's powers, clearly. What a surprise, he scored right as that song ends. Crazy. All right, no shot we're gonna lose the same teammate twice in a row. It's not even our teammate's fault, we're just playing a little off. A little aggro, personally. He doesn't put back on fort. We're gonna Q dodge. That's the second time I've lost that guy, and it's the only 2 games I've lost all of tonight. So we're gonna pause there. What's goody? Not much. I just answered the wrong question. We're doing all right. Today at work was absolutely AIDS. Horrible day at work, but we took a nice long walk because down here in Dallas, it is gorgeous. It was all nice and shaded, low 80s, low humidity. It was like perfect walking weather because it doesn't sound like it would be comfortable because it's in the 80s, but no, it was like a really good breeze and everything. So I took a nice long walk, listening to some music, got my mail, met a dog. It's nice. Chicago 75 and sunny, man, it's crazy. Whoa, dang, I would not expect that in March. I know people were talking about like blizzards 2 weeks ago in like upstate New York. So today was the first like 70-degree days in Jersey. Hey, let's go. Everyone's getting good March days. Well, all around the country's goated right now. Yeah, this is the good PR from global warming, where they give us the occasionally like really nice day in the middle of like a garbage month of weather. Next week's calling for snow. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they bait you for a sec. Chill. No, that's what I'm saying is gonna happen. I'm done with the snow. I haven't seen snow since Vietnam. No, I'm kidding. They kind of hit Dallas, just a little bit. We got a little bit of snow. And by a little bit of snow, I mean we had a full ice storm. I got stuck at a buddy's apartment because I couldn't get out of their apartment complex. It says snow Monday, Tuesday. No, I know you're not kidding. It's like, that's a truly believable thing. That's crazy. I'm playing tennis today with shorts and t-shirt and sweating. There's still snow on the ground. Bro, that was super funny watching some MLS games. Colorado was playing Los Angeles, and Colorado was like completely covered. They had snow on the edge of the field that was unmelted. I'll say I really do dig the Dominus right now, but just as always, just like feels a little off. I feel about this update, season 24. I think it'll be interesting more in April when Easy Annie cheat drops. I think Bacchus is going to get turned off. I don't know what that's going to look like for everything. Like, so many high-level broadcasts have a Bacchus third-party injection, so I'm like, I genuinely don't know what that's going to look like. Part of me wonders if they're going to add like an admin tools thing where if you have like a certain passcode or like PIN or whatever, you can like use an injector. And I wonder if they're going to give that addition to like producers of like RLCS and like high-level proved events. Why use this government name? Danger? I always find it funny that when my name is Danger Taco, in my brain, taco is like the noun, so that's what you would use when you refer to me. And yet, yeah, some people say, oh, it's like a first name, last name, so Danger Taco, Danger. And they said the producer will be able to have box injected. Well, yeah, but I mean like for everyone else. I mean, they have high-level productions, but like what about Fear? What about like all the other people who want to do bracket coverage for CRL or like RLCS team streams, others for you chat? Never mind, horrible, horrible bounce. Why? Why am I like this, chat? What the? Sorry, teammate. That guy got way more of an angle on that reset than I thought he was capable of. We're officially now into the era of GC3 where they're actually like decent. And I'm always like shocked. I'm like, wait, how do you know how to reset? Previous game, they didn't know how to aerial. Interesting. What's up, game? Hey, Mwad. What? Oh, I didn't land. That's funny. Let's pass. I knew that was gonna happen. I was gonna go for a bump, but then as soon as he flicked, I'm like, I guarantee the guy trailing me is not predicting that. I'm just gonna tap it. And luckily that didn't get deflected. Oof. That was fat. Holy pinch. Oh! Well, I started playing 2s, I got to 1970, started getting bots. Yep. It is a nightmare. Honestly, even once you get to like 1750, I started noticing like 1 in 3 games I felt like were bots. So it was like, it's definitely way, way worse at like 1900 2K, but yeah, I was kind of blown away by how abysmal it is. Cause I was playing like Rhyolite, and I'm like, Ryo, like, why the hell are you like 1700? He's like, dude, I literally dropped because of the bots. I was like, what? There's no way, dude, that's such cope. And then I started thinking about it and started talking to other people. They're like, no, it's like, you get to 1800 and it's like bot, 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 bot. They said it's like people, I'm guessing fear, but probably others. Honestly, I'm gonna try to advocate for that. I do some CRL coverage and also the occasional show match, so I would like to be able to, you know, actually still do that. No! I didn't want to jump because it looked like you had it. I should have gone. Could have almost lost the cell. Oh no, I know. Like, that's the crazy thing. I think easy anti-cheat is gonna be like actually a very big thing. It's not gonna be a one update fix, and they did say that, so I think that definitely helps. Nice shot. I didn't even bump the guy. Praying it works. It's not gonna work immediately. It will shut down a lot of them, but I think it's gonna happen to be like a slow ban wave. They did mention they're gonna do hardware bans though. If they're like have high confidence, which is good. That'll definitely slow things down. I didn't forget new Rocket League coming out this year. You promised. It'll happen. It'll be after the season probably. I can't imagine them doing it midstream, but all my sources were telling me that it was coming at Worlds, and then they freaked out about something, and then they changed course at the last minute. I don't know what that was, but it was something. What sources they aren't releasing anything? Well, they fundamentally have to, because otherwise there isn't enough content to go around. Ain't no way, buddy, with 100 boosters stealing that corner from me. Ooh, I like the part where I did not get a good touch at all. I like the part where you missed that. Oh, never mind. I thought he ran out of angle on that. Ooh. Jump. Nice. Where the heck is everybody? They're at their cousin's birthday party. Mod, also, don't go into a streamer's chat and ask where people are. I know you don't mean it to be, but it's not what streamers like to hear. Imagine going to a party and then being like, wow, no one shut up, you know? Like, it's kind of what you're doing. I just like to point that out. Oh, you just went. Okay, well. Ooh. Okay, I was like, you don't have the boost, so. Teammate, I saw him go for the bump, and I'm like, if this guy misses his bump on me, then that should be a goal. Keep it low. Nice, good pass. I'm really sorry. No, Mod, you're fine. That's why I pointed out. I'm not pointing out because I'm like, you dick. I'm just like, as a reminder, like, if you go into a streamer's chat, imagine, like, replace stream with, like, a party. That's, like, the best way to describe it is, like, I feel like, when you're like, wow, no one's talking, it'd be like, yeah, I know. Like, don't worry. I also don't stream nearly as much as I used to, so my metrics in the algo are really borked. So I don't really expect streams to be plopping that much. Yeah, it's a pretty easy goal. I knew he had the boost, but I was like, I'm hoping that he's just gonna kind of trust the demo and not have to carry it too much. You're collecting pads with 100 boost? Faked. That's crazy. Blah, 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 blah. Nope! How? Dude. Well, that was a goal anyway. I was trying to hit that off the post, and I apparently did not touch the post at all. Oh. I thought he wouldn't want to approach that one. I'm super lost, dude. I didn't touch any of that? Thought I timed that pretty well. Guess not. Use my second language, that has nothing to do with English. Maybe it could be a cultural thing, but. Oh. Yeah, we're low-key getting worked here. Oh, what? Sure. Bro just whiffed. What was the D? Oh, he just he went for the next heavy touch. I'm such an idiot, dude. I should have shot it. I was like, oh, he's over pursuing, actually. If I just tap that slightly to the left, I might be able to cut, but bad decision in that moment. God dang it. Ah! I'm asking for a bit too much of myself. What? Oh, man. Thought I had it. Oh! Wait. Lagged it! I don't even know if my stream's back. Whole internet just shut down in that breakaway. That's crazy. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. That is stupid. I guess we're back. Threes match! All right. Dude. Sorry, teammates. Tress trying to cut out that mid pass, but I guess no one was there. Oh, hello. Okay, that rolls out. Spooky. Oh my god, I was playing the 50. Dude, these guys are just not making contact. It's kind of crazy. What? Oh my god. I still whiffed, which is pretty tragic. This might be the worst game of threes I've ever played in. Not really sure what's going on there. I don't know what MMR this is, but it's funny how many SSL tags are in here. Has threes really fallen this far? I didn't mean anything when I said it. No, I mean, that's why I pointed out, because I know when people say that, they don't think about the context of saying that to a streamer. They're just making an observation, but I'm like, that's why I bring it up, and why I said I wasn't upset. Like, in the sense of, like, Mod, what the heck? I was just like, hey, as a reminder, when you say that to a streamer, it's just not the best intention of what, or it doesn't come off the way you want it to. Does Rage get ultra kill? Ultra kill. Is ultra kill a game? Nope! Is Twitch screwing with me, or do you stop restart? No, my entire internet blipped. I had to break away to tie up a 2's game, and then it just shut my entire internet off. So I'm like, sick! Sick timing on that one. Yeah, so hopefully you guys refreshed. I had a good raid from Lemon, which gave me a good viewer momentum, so hopefully I didn't lose all of that. Probably did. Whatever. Spooker. Crunchy just accidentally ongled a double tap, question mark? I was gonna pass it back and he turned away. God dang it, dude. I don't know why you keep driving in the straight line directly down the middle if you're not gonna continue a run like that. Oh, a run. I'm playing too much FIFA. Good game. I'm gonna Doom on crack. Doom is already on crack, though. Okay.
60 seconds left on the clock.
And way more about good and evil? You mean the game about literally killing demons is not about good and evil? Well, I guess technically Doom Guy isn't necessarily good, he's just not demon, which isn't really... Oh. Does that default... If you're anti-demon, doesn't that technically kind of default make you good? I don't know the Doom lore.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Has no crack smoking. Well, I mean, I know there's no drugs like crack. Ooh. Unfortunately, Crunchy, I think you may have to be removed from the gene pool. I don't know if you should be allowed to have children and reproduce with a brain like that. That's a dangerous lack of IQ I just witnessed. Nothing like a Rocket League stream without some light eugenics. Aw. And recommend the game unless you hate your fingers and hate dopamine. I do hate dopamine. Is evilly killing evil actually good? Isn't that like a whole thing though? Like in the any D&D players, where in the alignment chart is that? Oh my god, I'm not even 1700 cringe. Wow, what a weird way to have your finger slip off the stick and then be like, what if we just delayed our flip? Is that kickoff? You bet your ass it is. Uh-oh, you've been donked. Oh, I stole the corner right as that went in. Wow, the rare in twos quadruple commit. Killing something, use your evil alignment a little bit. I mean, it depends if it's an evil thing. Like doing the right thing the wrong way. What is that in the D&D alignment chart? Hello, insane brain, by the way. Schwa has asked me for a sign. Remind me to do that after the game before I can forget. Unlawful. Potentially. It's basically the archetype of like an anti-hero, you know? Like the Punisher is doing like, is killing bad people, but he's also killing them and not like arresting them, you know? I think we all get attracted to that archetype in media. Wait, imagine if that just went in. A terrible example of that sort of and how scary is as a hero. Well, that's the thing is like people genuinely do love capital punishment. So when they see the Punisher, they're like, yeah, that's great. I'm like, honestly, it's if you see the Punisher and you see a guy that you want to like look up to, then you're not getting the point of the character. He's not like he's like a broken guy. I just get worried when police are like, yeah, I love the Punisher. I'm like, I aspire to be like that. And I'm like, like I don't know if an agent of the state should be saying that, personally. Noise. Like the thin blue line Punisher bumper stickers, dude. I'm just like, you are so lost in the sauce. That should put you on a government watch list, personally. Like, hey, this guy's probably gonna kill someone in the future. What a punch? Can I help you? Nice, teammate. Oh, you almost had it. Tiptoeing up to being I mean, it very much is. I just laugh at those people. Unambiguously in the wrong, I'm sorry, but... Again, if you want to be an edgelord and you like the Punisher or whatever, but I just feel like... I don't know. The moment you're working in law enforcement, you're like, yeah, I love the guy that kills people extrajudicially. I'm like, yeah, you need to stop. Like, you need to reevaluate how you like that character. Do you like them conceptually, or do you like his values? Because those are two different things. Like, yes, there's such a way to admire a character because of its aesthetics and like how interesting the story is. Like, obviously not everyone who watched Silence of the Lambs like, yes, I love serial murder. Like, yes, cannibalism, W. There's at least one person in the audience, but like, wait, that was not my takeaway that I was supposed to have? Oh. Same people as recruiting on Twitter. Yeah. I could see that. What? That hit just enough of the corner to go forward. Cringe. Wow, and that pass worked. Cringe. Whoa, 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 whoa. La, 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 la. Oop. 1v1 for chance to meet Drake. Unless that's Drake Bell of the hit Nickelodeon TV series Drake and Josh. No thanks. Heard it was Rumble time, that's the rumor? I haven't heard those rumors. Gotta check your sources. I literally, as I half leapt, I'm like, I'm about to meet my maker, aren't I? Wow, they effed it up. That's really funny. Certain people reference Ghost last one? Yes. There are still people out here who say Kendrick did not win that beef, and I don't know if that's just like the copiest cope to ever cope or what, but... Billing problem, Apple TV. Well, you see, Apple, I stopped paying because it wasn't MLS season. And now it's back! I do like me some MLS chat. I'm super excited I get to go to FC Dallas games again. I didn't have a car back when FC Dallas was in season. And then they actually went to a playoff game, and they hosted one, and I wanted to go, and I couldn't because I didn't want to spend another $120 there and back on Ubers. Also, they want to charge me $90 for parking as if there's not like a massive plaza a 10-minute walk away that I can just park for free. Like, get real, dude. But Taco, is that also going to be full with the FC Dallas folks that think they're smarter than the system? Yeah, duh, but I'm going to be even smarter. Because I'll get there early. I'll be the only person in that crowd of 20,000 to think of that. Actually, there's no way that's accurate. I have no idea what the attendance is at FC Dallas. It's definitely not 20,000. Stadium's been under renovation for like 10 years. Oh my god. Okay, my bad. Oh, he just whiffed. Easy. Okay, slow. Nice. You say as well, living in the same place, people will line up 20 cars in the empty drive-thru and inside of fast food places. What? I mean, In-N-Out is also a place I've never understood. I will say In-N-Out is not bad. Like, moving out west is definitely not as good as it was hyped up to be by the Californians, but it is still good. But it is not, I'm sorry, but it is not worth waiting in a line of 79 cars. Holy crap, dude. Waiting for like an hour and a half in that In-N-Out drive-thru. Not worth it for a burger. That burger better cure my depression if I'm waiting for that long. I have with Whataburger. See, Whataburger lost my respect when Tryhouse told me the only thing you should order on the Whataburger menu is a chicken sandwich, and I'm like, I don't trust a burger place in which the item to get on the menu is not a burger. point being people not walk 10 minutes, let alone 30 seconds, save time, money. Oh, that's true. I think I wouldn't even bother and I would have just paid the parking pass, but parking pass was $90. That's more expensive than the tickets I bought. I had 2 in basically the center of the field for $85, dude. And then it's like, oh yeah, you can get parking. It'll only be $94. I'm like, I'm sorry, but there's no world in which parking should be more expensive than the actual ticket to the event. That's just me though. If you hit that literally anywhere other than the exact place to get dunked, that would have been fine. Nice. Good pass, almost left it up. Travis is the king of the goofies, bro. Love that. Well, he's from Texas, so he loves Whataburger. Granted, I have never been to Whataburger, so I have to reserve judgment until I have their burger and their chicken sandwich to determine if the hype was actually real on that. You know, one place that has won me over since I moved here is Culver's. I think the Culver's truthers were truthing. They were truthing up a storm. But I already told you guys about that. I will say though, good burger though, very much carried by the cheese curds. And their ice cream. It's low-key, honestly, Culver's just feels more like a dairy that also serves burgers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, their ice cream is really good, all their cheese-based stuff is really good, and then they just also happen to have a decent burger. You don't have Culver's in Illinois? I don't remember seeing a Culver's in Chicago. Question mark? At least not anywhere I traveled in Chicago. Or maybe that I remember. It's probably like out in like Naperville or something, like in the burbs. It feels like a burbs place. I can't imagine Culver's in a city block, you know? It's a chain that reeks of suburbia. One on every block? What? I'm gonna Google Culver's and see how close they were to my old apartment and see if I just completely blocked out of my brain. And there's a bunch of Wendy's around me. No, dude. That was on me. That was a very obvious place the ball was gonna go and I just didn't think for a second. I was too busy thinking of Whataburger. Whataburger is just Burger King but marked up. Oh, that's a crazy comparison. I don't like it. I will say, the only thing about Burger King I ever liked was the chicken fries, and that's like not a good thing to like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, congrats, they invented a new way of doing chicken tendies. Do you want an award? Dairy Queen, I do like a DQ. Oh my god, of course he insta-went, I'm an idiot. Uh-oh, full boost and you lob it right to the only guy who can double it. Wow, that was a really cringy way to lose if I only shot that on target. Luckily, woo! Okay, well. Let me Google how close a Culver's is in my old neighborhood of Chicago. Culver's, Chicago. What do you mean all over? There's 3. There's one in South Side, and then there's 2. Okay, actually, hold on. There's some up the red line, it looks like. There's one by Wrigleyville? What the? Oh, it's on Addison, though. Yeah, I never went down there. I always got... The stop, I think, is at the intersection of Waveland and Clark or something. So, yeah, I never went down there. And then the other one is up Sheridan Park. Wait, I lived there. What was this? Wow, I just never went down that street. But, yeah, I lived very close to it. That's crazy. I lived very close to one of the Culvers up north, and I never saw it. And then as you get way out near Skulky, then it's in Evanston, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot in the burbs, like I said, but not many like in the city. Honestly, the thing that shocked me more is there's a Portillo's out here in Dallas. There's like one right down the street from me, and I was just like, I thought that was an entirely an Illinois chain. Yeah, I walked to the red line along this like 1 or 2 streets, and I think like south by 2 blocks or something. That's where the Culver's is in Sheridan Park. That's funny. Wait, I didn't sign that one guy. I have to go to his profile. Schwa. Signed by DT Heart. Post. We did it, chat. I will say though, Portillo's is like a place that's pretty decent, but it's like, unless you want a hot dog, you should not be going there. I don't really know if there's anything necessary. I have been pooped on. Defecated right on my face. When I was reading this guy's name, I thought it was LinkedIn Mafia. I'm like, dude, imagine a LinkedIn. Oh, imagine a mafia that operates through LinkedIn. Zero aura. There you go. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna cut it first. Hey, boot up. This is currently just under GC3, I think, in twos. We're like plus 100 on the day, so we're doing all right. Whataburger is just a Burger King being resold at higher prices is a crazy statement. I'm gonna have to get Chai House's reaction to that. If anyone can go into his stream and ask him how he feels about that. Well, kind of high risk by me. I was hoping my teammate would bump him, but... Season ends tomorrow? Sure. I have no idea. Dominus A, yep. Especially since Jamaica Coconut is going to be quitting the Dominus soon. I was reminded I used to be a Dominus main from that tweet. I was like, you know what? Let's go back to it for a day, see how it feels. Have, you know, more hours on this car than a lot of other cars, so. First time I had SSL was in Dominus, if I remember correctly. Oh, hello. Especially since my mechanics and brain are kind of inverted right now because we're not playing nearly as much as we used to due to my work schedule. So we're kind of de-rusting every time we stream now. Okay, well. Run Cybertruck. You. Ooh. Thought I'd get him by surprise. Maybe I did. Nice, teammate. Well done. The F1 race car. I think it's literally just called the F1 car. Because there's the Animus, which is like an actual car, and then there's the literal F1 car. In fact, the F1 car was so weird that they actually designed a unique hitbox. It is the only car in the game with that exact hitbox. I'm gonna oh, okay, I was gonna fake it and he just gave up. That was interesting. Cybertruck's kind of a meme. I despise that car, dude. I hit 1 or 2 clips the first day it came out because I got it early for being an Epic partner, and I just stopped using it though because the hitbox is terrible. Visually, it doesn't work at all because the back like fourth of that car is not actually in the hitbox, so it feels as you're flying like you should be moving differently than you are. Musty. Bro, lost connection. Uh-oh. That's funny, his teammate was calling him a crybaby, but then he lost connection. Makes me feel like he pulled his Ethernet. F-word, Matt L. What's going on? It's actually the Animus? Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's not, because when people say the F1 car, I'm like, well, there is an attempt to look like an F1 car, but... This guy's actually getting tilted that we keep playing the game. He's calling us cornballs for not letting him freestyle in a game win, which he just needs to accept he's 1v2ing and he's gonna have to forfeit. Like, are we supposed to just set our controllers down? Like, go freestyle, score some free goals. Like, just forfeit, dude. It wasn't your game. I swap each season just for fun. I see. Oh, hello. Yeah. Didn't expect teammate to actually get owned on that. Bro's like an IKEA couch right there. Haven't opened any loot crates. Meow, are you freaking high, dude? What is this? You have 100 boosts, sir! What is that? Oh my gosh. GC3, by the way. Oh. Over-adjusted a little bit on that. Ooh. God, I read that so hard, and yet I still overjump it. Go Elias, if you're in here, do you ever go to Mariano's for your shopping? That was the one store I do kind of miss low-key in Chicago. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of waiting for teammate to touch that. He wall dashed right next to it and then decided to not go, and I was like, oh, well, my bad. That was a bad position by me. I just kind of expected him to do something if he's gonna chase the ball. I don't really understand the point of wall dashing next to the ball if you're not gonna at least like contest a little bit. Did you hit that high? For it? Fucking with Kroger. I think Kroger is something I don't really trust ever since I bought cat food there, and it was marked up legitimately like 70 to 80%, and I was just like, what? And ever since then, I will say there is a Kroger here in Dallas that is legitimately one of the nicest grocery stores I've ever seen in my life. It's very weird because most Krogers are pretty mid. Like I walk in, it's just like it's like a store, you know? It reminds me of like Kmart. You know, like you've never been to a good Kmart, for those of you who are older. You kind of walk in, you're like, this is a store. Like, I walk in this place and it's like bright and shiny. Even the tiles outside are like polished. And I'm like, what the heck? Walk in, there's like some swanky bakery with like fresh bread and like a wood fire oven. I'm like, gosh dang. Kroger or Mayer? I don't know if Mayer is in Texas. I know the name. I don't know if it is though. I think it's Kroger's though. A Pete's Fresh Market guy. I don't mind Pete's. Pete's always just felt a little weird though. Also, depending on the neighborhood you're in, it was kind of annoying to shop at Pete's because I'm like, hey, can I get deodorant? And they're like, sorry, we're gonna have to get someone to unlock it. I'm like, ugh. I pronounce it Mayor. No, it's definitely Major. Maybe a soft J, Major. It's French. Uh-oh! There's a little, if I lose with Meow and then I lose against him, I might have to get off for the day. That's crazy. I like me some H-Mart though. The H-Mart by UNC, I bought so much stuff there. That play was the cat's meow. You might have to get out, String Daddy. But also, String Daddy, thank you for sending me your remaining juvee. They now have a sour grape flavor. However, you can't use my code because they discontinued the creator program, at least for the beginning of 2026. Gonna play like bot last game? That is what bad and boosted players do. Huh? Wait, you had a full air dribble and you decided to not go for it? Into the creator program? Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Right now I'm drinking some C4. I had that at No! That was almost a perfect snipe. What? No double? Uh-oh. Well, that's very meow of him. Let's roll it right down the middle on a 1v1. I had a control at the LAN at University of North Texas that I was helping him out with. And not gonna lie, pretty good. Have you tried Gorilla Mind? Excuse you? Gesundheit? No. I literally hit that, but okay. I can physically hear my car hitting that ball and it blew up, so okay. Oh, I had a little bit more. Okay, they got. I'm like, that's gotta be in, right? Okay. All right, well. Teammate should have fake shadowed that way harder, but he backed off and then played the near post 100%, which is not, fun fact, how you defend that. You're gonna have to turn right now. You have to turn right now. That's fine. So if you have 0 boost, teammate, I needed a correct boost so I can chase. The soft touches are something I'm still not great with on the Dominus. It's the hardest part. Like, because the front of your car is like shorter, every once in a while there'll be a ball that I'm like, I know that like the longer nose or the taller nose of the Octane would touch a certain way, and then when I go up for it with the Dominus, my brain is like, huh? Because of like the several thousands of Octane hours I've clocked since then. First time seeing Taco with glasses. Hello, Gus. Just blaming on the glasses? Yeah, they're actually fuzzying my vision. It's not even my prescription. Technically it is, because I don't have one. These are fake glasses. All you people who actually need glasses, corrective lenses, I'm just cosplaying as you right now. That was legitimately the best possible clear he could have gotten. I tried to get the boost and the ball, and I pretended that I could do it, and I didn't, and then you shot it so badly that I gave it away. That's crazy. Anyway. What's your highest scoring game in Rocket League? I don't know, probably in ones. That's the meow I was waiting for. Well, we found the one guy worse than that other guy. Well, we're gonna pause for a bit. I am debating ending just because I lost that meow guy. That's pretty pathetic, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll keep it going a little bit. Blue light just for kicks? I think they are blue light. These are made by Zenny. These are like their... Zenny did the smart thing of they had like gamer glasses with like orange lenses. I don't remember those. They're very interesting, I would say. But I think they recently were like, wait, what if we just made the same lenses, but like untinted them and then actually made them like everyday glasses? So now whenever I'm at a work event, I wear these. Because subconsciously, chat, in first impression research, in impression management research, if you wear glasses, it literally is like in people's mind, you get a +1 to intelligence perception. Hey, Salah. All right, chat. At this point, I think I'm a next L. Want to be able to do some other stuff this evening. Ah! How you doing, Salah? Bruh. Nice glasses. Thank you, also Slav, but this time on YouTube. And we're just gonna lob that right on target. Get a free goal. All right, what a horrible clear. Not really sure what they were trying for. I'm rotating across apps. I feel it. Oh boy. Wayne Dog is a collegiate player. I can't remember if what college though. No. He's like a new recruit for a specific school. I'm trying to remember. I want to say it's Texas A&M. He's Nagy. Cringe. Alright, we'll let him take that. I'll let teammate go in. Just so there's no confusion. Timmy, you gotta make a decision. There you go. Oh, okay, he got bonked and he still got the double. The double touch. Yeah, we feel you. He gets negative aura from TTV in his username, but he gets it back with that. Oop. Didn't flip into that properly. Okay. No, well, Not gonna lie, I was gonna half flip into that because I was thinking that guy took a way too heavy of a touch, and if I committed to that, it would have been fine, but I didn't. And then teammate was giving him kisses. I think he was trying to demo, but he wasn't at the angle where he actually could. Yes, King. I didn't think you would. Well, I give it for a shot, you save it, and then you hit it too hard, and then we get dunked over. I thought he was able to get that dunk. Anyway, we should not be losing this game, so. These guys are. This game is giving guy who's playing within a guy who's much lower rank, so we should not be losing this. One of those plays that feels like a pass, but I know it's not. You got bumped right as I took that 50. Wow. And you had and you didn't get the 100 either. Wow, that time, and you had 100 too. So, oof. So I've heard Slaw. Oof, that's okay. Never mind. I thought this guy was getting boosted. That was a very good air to line. Halfway through that, I was like, that's not gonna work out. All right, well, unfortunately, Slav, hopefully you're going to bed soon, because I am probably gonna get off after this game if we do come back. Not feeling super clean on the mid reads right now. Nice teammate. But they're both good. I think everyone likes Twitch UI for chatting. I think it's way better than YouTube's, but YouTube is just a smoother viewer experience. You also get a higher bitrate, so the picture is literally clearer on your YouTube. Oh, he just straight up went. Okay, well, I thought he was going to be a little bit more delayed. Ooh, okay, that was off target, but for half second there. What? Oh, he had no boost. Okay, I was about to say, my teammate, you were driving him up. No, a little too high. Wait, I did bump him, but blindly. That's so funny. Hold on, I need to see this. Did I bump him? Yes, I did. I did. Oh my god, I blindly backflipped to get out of the way of that. Just to be in the way, and it actually worked. That's crazy. And do we get rewarded? Oh. Sleep schedule doesn't work for now? Yes. Well, Ramadan Mubarak. My Xbox bumpers broke. Cringe. I could have helped you way back when. I was given a free Xbox controller, an Elite controller back in the day from a gig, and I gave it away to pause. Wow! Okay, well, the boys running duos at Champ with a Switch Pro controller. Wait, you can... Is it on your PC? You can hook that up to a PC. I guess it's a USB, so I guess it's not the weirdest thing in the world. Wait, that's actually a really good solution. I built a PC for someone. I didn't give them a controller. I could just give them a Switch Pro controller. But yeah, guys, I'm not feeling super great right now on the sticks, so I'm going to end stream there, actually. USB-C to PC port and enable the setting on Steam. All right, well, good to know. Anyway, 2-hour stream. We're a little bit back. Well, of course, the viewership peaks right when I end stream. All right, well, either way, bye, YouTube. Hopefully, sub if you're new, and we'll catch you guys some other time.